What's going on, everyone? This is Sarge. We're going to be looking at the next episode of my top 5 Battlefield objective plays, a series where you guys get to showcase your skills playing the objective across all platforms, all battlefields, and all kits in the game. Coming in at number 5, we have a clip sent in from Dark Wolf, who's going to be playing the aggressive recon on Hanen Resort. This is the second set of MCOMs. Plants that beacon to make sure that he has a spawning point close to the objective, gets a no-scope, running the SRR-61 with the handgun of the P226. Great combination. Goes in for the arm, checks the 6. Notice that there's teammates there to protect him, so he has great defense on his side. Switches to defense to get those guys with another no-scope, 2 of them, and then finishes the clip off with his sidearm with a total of 6 kills and 1 objective play in under 30 seconds. Coming in at number 4, we have a player by the name of Bijou Mode, who's playing on Battlefield 4. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I made the mistake there, but he's running the M1 Abrams, the tank, playing defense on the last set of MCOMs, trying to keep the enemy from getting there. And most people tend to go for AMCOM. I usually suggest you go for B because that's the one that's the more difficult one to take with this set of MCOMs on this map, because the VOD 311 really caters to the back objectives. You want to go for the ones that are farthest or at least closest to the enemy, but in this case they cannot do that because Bijou Mode is on beast mode, and he's just going to get out of that tank, spray these people with the ACWR, get a couple more kills, try to work around the this van here. Notice that he's just playing them, getting them with that M9. Great combination also, and he's going to try to get these guys from out of the building because they're going to start flooding inside of there, and he wants to keep them out of there. But obviously he's doing a great job using the ACWR, which is designed to decimate your enemies at close quarters. Unfortunately, he's not able to get everyone out because they're just flooding in from every direction, but a great clip nonetheless. Our number 3 spot goes to Sarcoma, who's going to be showcasing why tanks rule in Battlefield 3, especially if you know how to use them properly. And he's using the Russian Sprut SD, which is the modern light tank designed specifically to take out vehicles in Russia. And in this case, you're going to see him use it to defend and attack the B flag on a map called Bandar Desert. Large conquest, dealing with 64 players. You really have to take cover, as much cover as you can. And if you're in a tank, you're sort of like a painted target, especially through all the vehicles that are in the game. You tend to be the one that's a lot of people are going to be going for. But in this case, if you're a smart tank player, you're going to take as much cover as you can, and he's doing a great job doing that. I like how Sarcoma is able to use his line of sight to peek out of the corner and then take out as many infantry and tanks as he can, and then goes back to hiding so that he's not taking incoming damage. You'll see him pull off this nice trick where he just gets out and gets in another tank, almost like switch kitting with infantry that you kill. You just pick up their kit. In this case, he just picks up a new tank that spawns nearby. Gets this nice look at it. He's just looking at this chopper and then pulls off a nice double kill with that. He's still running this tank and defending the flag now. They are not able to penetrate the flag because he's on it. He's just able to keep the enemy from getting there. They just keep trying to flood in there to get him out of there, but it's not happening. Not especially when you're someone who can really control a tank in this sort of situation. And I think tanks in Battlefield 3 were a little more difficult to take out than they were in Battlefield 4. I think that's probably just the design of how they work. And so that was a wonderful clip by Sarcoma. A great submission. Ghost returns using the M40 this time at our number 2 spot, playing the aggressive recon on Conquest Hanen Resort. This is going to be small conquest rather than large, so the flag that's usually seen on large is going to be B, and it's going to be his focus for this entire clip. And you'll see him pull off a nice pickup and then revive, which you don't find that often in this game, I believe, because of the fact that it's not as easy it was as in previous titles. People just don't pick up kits and revive other teammates anymore. Especially, it was a very popular tactic in Bad Company 2. You see him with that accuracy issue where if you're firing too fast, your bullet's going to go off. That is going to be fixed by DICE, by the way, so that's exciting that they're going to be doing that. Then he's going to switch to his sidearm here, where he's using the Shorty 12G, a nice combination, one of my favorite combinations. And I have to say that the M40 right now is growing on me as far as an aggressive recon player myself. I do love the weapon. And Ghost is going to show us why the M40 is the second most used bolt action in Battlefield 4. You get anything with great accuracy, good damage output, and high rate of fire that can pick off its targets from a distance, and you have yourself a beast weapon. Showcasing his awesome accuracy on the Xbox, he's able to decimate all of those enemies in a very short amount of time, and then switches to defense after he's captured the flag to take out a tank that is parked outside to keep his teammates from getting in. And tanks usually like to park outside of B, or at least most of the vehicles that park out of B are the ones that are designed to take out other vehicles. And so you see he can get a nice squad wipe there with a C4. C4 being one of my favorite gadgets as part of the recon class. Not only because you can take out vehicles, which is exactly what it's designed for, but you can also use them on infantry. If you're very smart with using a C4, you can use it as bait to take out infantry, especially groups of people who are in one area. It'll take out multiple enemies at a time. And so you see him get that in the last clip with the Shorty 12 gauge, which is one of my favorite sidearms, probably the best sidearms that was introduced in Battlefield 4. Throw out that C4 there, get a kill, and then try to get a nice drag shot here, but missed. Fortunately, he has squad mates to finish off that kill, but he's not done. Wants to switch to defense, where he clears out as many people as he can that are around the vicinity of B. Nice drag scope, and he's going to move around the outside here. There's a couple of people here who are trying to move into the flag. Fortunately, that he's able to strafe jump away from their fire. You see that nice tactic there where he just scopes in, gets a drag scope, and then strafe jumps out of the way behind cover. One of the tactics I like to use as well. Ghost ends this clip with a nice display of awesome skills using the M40 on Conquest Hanan Resort. Our number 1 spot goes to Thrillabyte, who's also playing on Battlefield 4 Obliteration using the Scout Chopper. For those of you who are not familiar with Obliteration, it's one of the newest game modes introduced to Battlefield series, and it's basically one bomb. Both teams have to retrieve the bomb and take it on the opposite side and plant it in enemy territory, and that's what makes this game mode a very difficult one to tackle, because if you have the bomb, you're basically spotted throughout the entire map. Everyone can see you, not only your teammates obviously, but even the enemy can. And one of the things about getting the bomb and maintaining it in Obliteration is that it's probably one of the most difficult thing to do, because of the fact that you're a painted target. Everyone's after you, and the larger server you're on, the more difficult it is. And so it has a great adrenaline rush to it. There's an exhilaration that you get when you're holding the bomb. So you get that nice multi-kill on that Jeep with that homing missile. And then he's going to go after the guy here who has the bomb now. You see him running around in the boat trying to get to his objective. But he's going to keep them off with that missile, get a couple kills off of there, and then pick them off with the bomb. You're going to see him strafe turn around and then make sure that there's nobody within the vicinity. And then I like how after he picks this guy up, you're going to see him get out of the chopper to grab that bomb, and then the famous words of Arnold, "Get to the chopper!" Gets back into the chopper and then heads over to the other side where the enemy territory is to plant the bomb at B, using the Scout Chopper as a form or means of transportation at this moment. And right now, because he's painted, they're going to be flooding to that objective. He wants to get in there quick and fast to plant the bomb and then switch to defense to defend as much as he can. And in switching to defense, he uses the M416 to pick off this guy who was trying to go in for the kill. Throws a grenade on the bomb just in case there's anybody lingering nearby, and then tries to stay out of the range of the explosion to take enough damage to the point where he actually doesn't die. Great play on his part, and you'll see he only has 1% left with his life, so that was awesome. Checks the scoreboard to make sure he's in the lead. Great play by Thrillabyte, and that is your top 5 objective plays, episode 5. Thanks for submitting your clips, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care.